Managing your finances responsibly takes a lot of time and experience. We all make mistakes, but we can learn important lessons from these so that we can try to avoid financial traps in the future. Money is hard to get and easy to lose. It doesn't take long for the wealth you've accumulated to disappear. If you don't manage your money well or have a plan to protect your assets from sudden calamity. But planning and a dose of common sense can guide you through some of the key financial traps of life. If you are watching our video for the first time or you haven't subscribed to our channel yet, please do so to be a part of our YouTube family, and don't forget to press the bell icon to be notified whenever we upload a new video. Number 1. Needs or wants. When you're creating a monthly budget, one of the most important steps you need to take is categorizing your spending by whether it is a need or a want. It is also one of the most challenging steps because what is a need versus a want can vary from person to person. Needs are the things you can't get by without, such as a place to live and food to eat. Wants are things that are nice to have but not absolutely necessary, such as entertainment or gym memberships. Some things you buy might seem like needs, but are really wants because you're choosing a version that's more than you actually need. Needs are usually your basic living expenses, things necessary for your health, or expenses that are required for you to do your job. These could be utility bills, healthcare and therapy, medication, food, commuting. Wants are things you choose to buy but could live without, such as entertainment, dining out, home purchases, travel, electronics, TV or music streaming accounts, new clothing. Wants are not inherently bad. They are pleasant and often can help you accomplish important goals like keeping in touch with loved ones, having fun, or staying healthy. But they are not necessary to your survival or well-being. Number 2. Credit cards. Credit cards are designed for convenience, a quality that is both an advantage and a threat to your finances. It's simple to pull out your credit card and pay for a dinner out, the new purse that you have been eyeing, or the video game that you have been dying to own. Before you realize it, you owe hundreds of dollars on your credit card that you can't easily repay. In this regard, a credit card is akin to a trap that is set up before you to lure you into debt. If you want to learn how to avoid the debt trap of credit cards, you must fundamentally change your approach to using credit cards. Create a budget to avoid the debt trap. Without imposing spending limits on yourself, you can buy indiscriminately and never know that there is a debt trap set up for you. In contrast, you're less likely to fall into the trap of excess credit card spending if you establish a budget. A plan for how you intend to spend your money every month. Avoid credit cards completely. If you are over-reliant on credit cards, identify the reasons why you need them. If your budget reveals that you're only overspending by a little, try switching a portion of your spending from credit cards to cash or debit cards to cover your expenses. The money you spend on a debit card gets withdrawn from a checking account, which allows you to avoid the debt trap. Limit the number of cards you have. The idea of shaving an extra few percentage points off of each purchase with a store credit card can be appealing. But it is a lot easier to fall into the trap of credit card debt if you are juggling multiple credit cards. It's also easier to miss a payment and to have a hard time making your payments on time each month. Number 3. Student loans. Student loans are among the largest sources of consumer debt, second only to home mortgages. Therefore, mistakes involving student loans can have some of the most severe financial consequences. Borrowing too much money. Just because you can borrow to the limit doesn't mean you should. Borrow only what you need to pay college bills. The financial aid refund is not free money. Every $1 you borrow will cost about $2 by the time you repay the debt. If you don't keep your student loan debt in sync with your income after graduation, you could end up with more debt than you can afford to repay. Student loans should be used for educational expenses, such as paying for tuition and textbooks. Student loan debt is good debt when it is used to invest in your education because it ultimately helps you earn money to repay debt. But using student loans for luxuries like a spring break vacation or a shopping spree will set you back. Don't give in to this temptation. Number 4. Investing. Investing is an essential part of any financial plan. Unfortunately, many people don't invest their savings, offering a wide range of excuses for keeping their money out of the market. This can be crippling to your long-term financial health. You will need funds in retirement. It is important to understand your needs in the future. For most people, the biggest financial milestone is the day you walk out of work and don't return. But from that day forward, you are still responsible to pay your expenses, even as your paychecks have ceased. Even Warren Buffett started with his first investment. You can come up with a long list of reasons not to invest, but I can give you 20,000 reasons you should start investing at least $20 per month. And even more reasons to invest even more. Number 5. Buying expensive house. Buying an expensive property for own residence, therefore, means that you will be paying high property taxes in addition to significant mortgage payments and utilities. With all its high-end appliances and features, maintaining expensive real estate can be a nightmare. While certainly we have imbued some status into buying a bigger house, impressing your friends, family, and neighbors is simply not a good reason to fork over an exponentially larger share of your resources. It is much more reasonable to buy rental property instead and get an additional income source. This type of investment can bring monthly cash flow into your pocket instead of taking money out of it. We hope these advice can help you to avoid the most common money traps that keep people poor despite the hard work. If you have found this video interesting, please give it a thumbs up and also consider subscribing to help the channel grow. Also, show us your thoughts in the comments below. See you next time.